Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And welcome all of you, wherever you are. I welcome you again with the ninth lecture of the explanation of Surah Yusuf. With Allah Azza wa Jal saying, after seeking his refuge from the Shaitan al-Rajim, when they entered Yusuf, he brought his brother to him, and he told him, I'm your brother, so don't feel bad. Don't be depressed of what they used to do to you. So Allah is telling us about the brothers of Yusuf. When they came to him, and they have his brother Benjamin, he brought them with his generosity, and he did all the goodness. Then he took his brother and he told him who he is and what happened to him. And he told him that this is his brother. He said, don't worry about what they did to me. In another explanation, don't feel bad what they used to treat you, because they used to envy both me and you. And he told him to hide it and not to tell that to his brothers, and he will keep him with him honorable. So whenever he prepared their food, so he put the food for them on their camels. He told one of his kids to put one garment of silver. The king used to so it is some plate of silver, and he put it with Benjamin, what nobody could see. And then someone called, oh, the people of these camels, meaning the people who own these camels. You are thieves. This is a surprise. What are you losing? We are losing the king's plate. And for each one who found him, will give him an extra garment will give you a food that could fit a camel. Like whoever could find it, this is what you're gonna give him. The Hanbali to call a known money for the one who's giving it something permissible if it is unknown, or do it for a certain period even though it's unknown. This is what is called ja'ala. And I'm going to guarantee him. And the Sheikh is talking about the word that Allah used in that Za'im, meaning that I'm guaranteeing the money, guaranteeing the trade. And the Sheikh is explaining the way that merchants use that guarantee. And whomever lost it will give him the amount of one camel. So the response from them was, we did not come here to corrupt on earth. We're not thieves. From our good character, we are the sons of a prophet, we don't steal. So they tell them, okay, what is the punishment if the thief is among you? What is the punishment if we found him in there? They said, his punishment, whomever you found him in his, like the thief, become a slave for the person that you stole from. That's how we punish the transgressors. The Sharia of Ibrahim, that if somebody stole, the person that was stolen from, when he catch the thief, the thief become a slave to him. So they found after he opened their luggage, then he found the plate in his brother. So it took him because of their submission. That's what Allah said. We have plotted, we have planned for Yusuf. The word kaid, meaning to plot, to plan, could be on the falsehood or on something that is good. And what Allah has mentioned, described Himself, that He plot against the transgressors, the oppressors. When it is attributed to Allah Azza wa Jal, it is complete for Allah, but it decreases in the human being, because Allah Azza wa Jal, His wisdom is attached to all His actions. Allah said in punishment to the disbelievers for plotting, that they are plotting and He is plotting, so give the disbelievers just a little bit. Those who deny the Prophet ﷺ, so they could push the truth, and Allah plot to show the truth, even if the disbelievers. So wait the disbelievers a little bit, so they will know what the results of what happened to them when the punishment comes to them. Allah was not attributed to kaid only with against the disbelievers. Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah says the marking and the planning and the sarcasm, when it's done for those who don't deserve it, then it becomes oppression. But if it's done for those who did it wrong as a punishment to him, then it will be justice. So you cannot use that word kaid to Allah on its absolute meaning. Not any action of Allah, you make a name for him. It's like you can't call Allah Al-Kaid because he make kaid, no. Or he's the Batish because he take very forcefully. But we have a problem here. Maybe in your imagination, how Yusuf did that. How did he make that plan? And he's a prophet, and his actions are. Uh, he knows that they're not thieves. He is accusing innocent people. This is understood that the Sharia is built on bringing the best of interest and to reduce the evil as much as you can. The good person is not the one who knows what is good, what is bad, but know what is the best of two things and the worst of two things. I'll give you an example. What did Al-Khadr do with Musa? He put a hole in the ship. The ship is not his money. It is money for someone else. Actually for poor people who are needy. So he put a hole in the ship of needy people, and they took them on the ship with no money. So Musa went crazy. Why you did this to put people? Why? But when he found out later on, there is a king who takes every ship forcefully, this all he did, he kept it for them. So to have a ship that has a hole that could be fixed, or is it to be taken away from them? Well, sometimes you need to make a hole in the ship so it could be saved from an oppression king. What is more, killing the young boy. Musa, you killed a soul that is purified with no soul, with no reason. You have come up with something big. So the same thing when you compare that, what happened at the time of Musa is makes sense. Then he said, I did not do it out of my own matter. This is the explanation what you did not have patience on. So Yusuf, he kept his brother and he stopped the oppression of his brothers and to take his brothers from that tunnel that they used to live in, that dark one, and take them out to the light, to guidance. And there's another explanation I mentioned one time. They said maybe that you allow some line. The best I said, if what I just mentioned to you. He will not take his brother in the religion of the king, the laws of the king. He should not have his brother. There is no law in Egypt that makes the thief become a slave for the person that he stole from. So Allah Azza wa Jal allowed Yusuf to do that of what they have admit on themselves. That's how Allah Azza wa Jal planned it for him. And that was in Shariat Ibrahim. We will raise whomever we wish the status, and above of every knowledgeable person, another one who is knowledgeable. So Allah raised those who believe, and those who did the decrease status. So what was the reaction of the brothers Yusuf that their brother is in the picture of a thief? They said if he did, another brother of him did steal.
يتوصلون إلى العزيز من التشبه به يسرق فقد سرق أخ له من قبل يعني يوسف عليه السلام.
So
في تخريج هذا أو في تأويله يقال
it is said
قد سرق صنما لجده أبي أمه فكسر.
that he stole an idol for his grandfather from his mother's side, and it broke with him. Just like his grandfather Ibrahim. You know the story. Another that the aunt of Yusuf, the daughter of Ishaq, so she kept him so long. His father came in and he asked that he will take back his son because he don't have patience. She said, leave him alone. I can't leave him. From the rules, anyone had some theft,
فعتبت انها رددت انها حزمت يوسف هذه المنطقه من تحت يا بي قلت انا بدور في المنطقه اختفى دور طلعت فين طلعت شجر طلع تحت يا يوسف وبالتالي استبقت هذه. طبعا هذا الكلام ليس لم ياتي في خبر صحيح معصوم.
all of this is not like news. It is something that's narrated in the books. We don't believe everything, we don't deny. When his brother said that his brother stole, meaning Yusuf, he kept it to himself. He hid that. He hid that statement from them. Did not expose it to them. What did he leave? That you are worse in place. Allah knows what you are doing. He didn't tell them that, but he kept it to himself. Now the decision, Binyamin will be a slave for Yusuf. Their father has taken a confidence in them. Unless they cannot, they're overpowered. Now they have to keep Binyamin with Yusuf because that's what they said. So they kept begging the Aziz that he has an old man that he loves him, and he is his companion for the son that he lost. So take one of us instead. We think you among the good doers who do justice. We will not they accept the person we have taken our
إذا أخذنا بريئا متهم أو يدان أم لم ننبأ بما في الصدور.
that he was told what in the books of Musa, that no soul will. So when they were done with him, discussing what to do. So their elders said, don't you know that your father have taken a covenant from Allah, and before and after what he did to Yusuf, I will not go to the earth until my father allows me, or Allah will decide. So the oldest one said, don't you know that your father take a covenant from you, and before what you did to Yusuf, I will not leave this area until Allah, my father allow me, going back he's satisfied with me, or Allah decides for me that he will allow me to take my brothers. Go back to your father, say your son stole. We do not want to accept what we know, and we don't know anything about the earth, and tell you of what happened. And we don't know the unseen, that there was something stolen. They asked us, what is the punishment of the thief? So our father asked the people that we are in, and we are truthful. You could ask the people who went with us about our honesty. He said, no, you have decided something, good patience. He thought that they did just like what they did to Yusuf. The history is repeating itself. Yesterday to Yusuf, today Benjamin. To Allah we complain. May Allah bring them all. So he asked Allah the Almighty to bring his sons back, Yusuf, Benjamin, and their elder, who said, I will not leave the earth until my father allow me. May Allah bring them all. He is the knowledgeable. The story of Yusuf, there are so many amazing things. You could feel Allah's hand working in this life, and every time it makes you attached to the next one with a beautiful, amazing. Allah tells you the best of stories from what we have inspired you, this Quran, and you were not aware of it before that. In their stories, there's news for the good people. It was not just a hadith that is said, it is guidance and mercy to people who believe. Now the story stopped. That the brothers of Yusuf, they went back and they said, oh, your son has stolen, and the eldest is still in Egypt. So he lost his eyesight. And he stayed away.
وجبة الشيخ صلاح راحت بالغلط مع الشيخ جماعة.
لا اتصل فيه
روح جيبها.
إيه.
اشتدي أزمة انفردي قد آمن ليل بالملك. سبحان الله إذا اشتملت على اليأس القلوب.
If there's despair on the hearts and you feel despair
وأنظرت المكان واستقر.
and you see everything you don't like
أماكنها الخطوط. ولم يرى الانكشاف الضر وجهه.
and you don't see a way out,
وأمر بحيلته الأليم. أتاك على فروط
came to you forgiveness. Allah the Gentle cover you with it. And all the incident when it happened, there is also ease that comes. Allah is amazed about the despair of His servants and the closeness of His ease. He found you humiliated and He keep laughing. He knows that His ease is so close.
ينظر إليكم أذلين قلتين فيظل يضحك يعلم أنك ولد. انظر إلى اليقين.
And look at the certainty in the heart, the prophets of Allah, when he said, "May Allah bring them all to me. He is knowledgeable and wise and expert." This hope, it was not against the sadness that settled as a human when someone loses his sons. Allah described it, and he stayed away from them, and he said, "Oh my God, on Yusuf." His eye became white out of sadness, and he's blind. To comment on this ayah will be what we're going to start with, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.
سلام الله عليك.